Assalamualaikum. Today, our group, which consists of Nur Farah Amalina, Nur Fafiatul Shifa, and Shazlin Amira, will give a presentation about our project, which entitled The Current Nature of Malay Food in Central Coast.
Introduction. Our topic of studies is to study current nature of Malay food in Central Coast. Malay food can be defined as variety of food that is being produced in the local areas that have a local identities and associated with Malay race. Kelang was chosen as place of study since it is located in Central Coast and undergo urbanization. The way of life contribute in influencing eating habits among youth because of the greatest cross-cultural diversity. The consumption of heritage food is decreasing in popularity due to the changing lifestyle and the availability of fast and convenient food in the market. Furthermore, the lack of awareness of heritage food among younger generation and general public contribute to the disassociation of society from their own cultural food and subsequently leading to the extinction of heritage food. Nowadays, trend of eating out become option for urban people. In this study also, preference of eating at home or eating out between two generations also shown. There are two problem statements in our studies. First, does food intake by Malay people differ between previous generation and new generation? And second, do people prefer eating at home or eating out? Our objectives in our studies are to observe differences in type of food intake between previous generation and new generation and to observe habit of eating at home or eating out among previous generation and new generation. The data then recorded, analyzed and represented in form of table in findings.
In the methodology section, we included three main points such as the location of study, subjects, and method that we used. First, our research study covered focus on area of the central coast of Malaysia, which is centered in Kuala Lumpur, commonly known as the Klang Valley. Several cities located in Klang Valley region such as Ampang, Putrajaya, Gombak, and Selayang. Klang Valley is currently home to about 7.2 million people and counting until today. Nowadays, in this area, there are a lot of changes occur, especially on foods, as various choices of foods can be found in this region, from local to international cuisine. Next is the selection of informant in our study. The selection is between mother and daughter that are classified into different eras and generation. The range of age for the mother is between 44 to 56 years of age and the daughters age between 22 years old. In the selected families as informants, the mothers are either housewife or working mother, whereas the daughters are all students. On the right side showed how we collect our data. We asked them to answer food record questionnaire. In this questionnaire, there are several types of questions that have been asked, such as type of food they consume, frequency of eating out, and eating at home, and other type of food that Malay cuisines that they consume.
Okay, this is our finding. In our finding, we compile all our data and split it into 4 subtopics such as informant profiles, daily menus consumed by mothers and daughters, factors that change food preferences, and preferences between eating at home or eating out. First subtopic is informant profiles. There are 5 sets of informant, which is a set of mother and daughter that were involved in this interview. The informants were randomly selected within Klang Valley. The mothers consist of housewives, retired, and self-employed, while the daughters are either student or working ladies at the age 22 years old. On this slide shows the daily menus that are consumed by mothers and daughters. The mothers need to fill up 2 survey forms in the different age. This is to show the differences food intake of mothers ate during 20 to 40 years ago and differences between the food intake between the mothers and daughters eat now. To conclude that there are huge differences between the food intakes of the mother during past and present. At the age of 20 to 40, the mothers more likely to consume traditional food. These days, the mothers more prefer to eat chicken rice, fried chicken during lunch and during dinner. They tend to eat the burger and bihun soup. There are not so many differences between mothers and daughters' current intake today. During dinner, mother and daughter like to eat instant food and processed foods. This might be the influences from the daughter's food intake. Okay, next we move on to the next sections. Factors that change food preferences. The common factors that contributing to the changes of current nature of Malay food are cost, lifestyle, and convenience. The cost of living have changed dramatically in the past few decades. In the past, rice is considered to be expensive because not everyone could afford it. But now, rice have been a staple menu among Malaysians and almost everyone could afford it. In terms of lifestyle, huge differences between the lifestyles in the past few decades and now have truly contributed to the evolution of food, especially the Malay food. Okay, in the past, there are not many retailers and markets existed at that time. Thus, it is very limited to buy groceries and making it inconvenient. Today, the world already undergo urbanization and modernizations. Therefore, the retailers, supermarkets, hypermarkets, mini markets, and even online supermarkets are available within a reach of hand. It is very super easy as not need to go the town or main city to buy something. The fourth point is about the preferences between eating home or eating out. On the left side is a picture of home cooking and the right side is a picture of eating out. The results showed that mothers more prefer cooking at home and eating at home for the both eras. From the results, most of them will eat at home 4 to 5 times in a week. They only eat out 1 to 2 times in a week. This may be because previous people love to cook and they believe food cooked at home more delicious and safety than food bought outside. Home cooked meals are more hygiene, less salt and preservatives and can save money. Compared to their daughters, which is mostly a student, they doesn't have time to spend on cooking. Based on the results, most of them will eat at home 3 to 4 times a week and eating out 1 to 3 times a week. Foods now are easy to get and fast food grown so fast, so the easy get food can save their time despite cooking can take up to 1 hour preparing.
For our discussion, from our research, the changes in current nature of Malay food is influenced by various factors, with factors such as cost, convenience, and lifestyle that top the list. Living in the millennium and fast-paced world does mean that we need to have a lavish and upscale lifestyle. The living cost is gradually getting higher by years, and this will somehow suppress our daily expenditure. Thus, we can relate to why the factor cost is leading the pole of what influencing the changes in current nature of Malay food. Most of the residents living in Klang Valley are working throughout the day. Office workers, teachers, businessmen, all of them have a busy life, but the hecticness is doubled if they have a family and children. They need to manage their time well for work and for the children. So many things and chores need to be done in such a short time. This explains why most of them prefer to eating out or ordering any fast food. Its convenience and fast service successfully solve the problem. There are a pretty huge difference in lifestyle few decades ago and our current lifestyle. In the past, the lifestyle is simple and humble as modernization haven't occurred at that time. There aren't many food choices available for the people at that time. They eat whatever that is available. In contrast to now, the lifestyle have been soaring high, especially those living in the Klang Valley area. The modern and lavish lifestyle gives the residents ample choices to be made regarding of what to eat. Despite the three factors mentioned above, adaptation of other cultures also plays a huge role in current nature of Malay food. Malaysians consist of various races and cultures. Hence, the choices and variation of foods are wide and uncountable. Malay people eat Indian dishes, the Chinese will eat the Malay foods, and the cycle goes on. Western and its modernization process has a huge impact to the evolution of Malay food. The blooming of fast food chain in Malaysia since the past few decades is an evidence of modernization by the West. For our conclusion, the nature of Malay food has undergone dramatic changes due to various factors. Cost, convenience, and lifestyle has been a major role in the changes of Malay food's nature.